It's that time of year again, boys and girls. Now tell me, what happens at the end of every fucking year? Now I know that you're all probably thinking, Christmas. Well, nah, forget that shit. We got something even more important to discuss. As much as I want to get into Hideo Kojima's appearance in Cyberpunk 2077, right now we gotta talk about something even more important than that! What could be more important, you wondering? Game of the Year time. Oh yeah, baby, 2020 was a sucky year for the lot of us. However, games probably made up for it. Starting with our contenders, we have Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Doom Eternal, Hades, and the controversial The Last of Us Part 2. We'll be going through all these games and seeing which one is the most worthy of Game of the Year. Now I know what game's already gonna win, because let's be honest, yeah, a lot of people like this game. However, I have something different in mind. So I'm gonna get to that, but first I'm gonna go through all 6 of these games and tell you why I think each game is worthy. Hold on, let me just. Alright guys, so basically I'm gonna go through which one is the least likely to be Game of the Year, and then the most likely to be Game of the Year. Okay, I hope that makes sense, because I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Roll the video, boys! Now, boys and girls, I'm gonna be clear with you all. This is all 100% my opinion. So you don't have to agree. You don't have to take this whole thing seriously. Seriously, nobody takes me seriously. So when I'm stating my opinions, you guys don't have to agree with everything I say. It's okay to disagree. It's just natural human basics, you know? Like, you don't have to agree with everything I say. That doesn't make us... Like, that doesn't make me have a grudge against you guys. I mean, like, yeah, you could disagree with me. Now, alright, time for a controversial opinion right off the bat. Alright, so basically... The game that I think is the least likely to be Game of the Year is Animal Crossing: New Horizons. No, hold on. Put down your pitchforks, I get it. A lot of people love this game. Personally, I think it's very fun, but I don't think it's Game of the Year fun. I mean, like, we got 5 other games that are competing for this, but, like, then you just get Animal Crossing. Like, it's just a life simulator. It's honestly just not my cup of tea. I mean, like... just running around on an island doing chores, just greeting new townsfolk. It's basically a life simulator. Basically, I just don't think I'm a fan of life simulators. It's pretty fun though. I mean, like, the only reason that it got so popular was because of a certain 2020 event that happened that caused everybody to stay inside. I'm not gonna say the words here because YouTube's gonna take me down like James Charles' career. Yeah. Now I'm going to just say this. Yeah, if it wasn't for the event, I'm gonna pronounce it as, yeah, Animal Crossing would not get, like, this much popularity. Like, it would not get, like, this much, respect as Game of the Year. Like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. It's a fun game, but it's just not Game of the Year worthy. Like, yeah, I feel like there are other games that should be Game of the Year, just not Animal Crossing, guys. Alright guys, my 5th one. Alright, the second least likely to be Game of the Year has to go to Final Fantasy VII Remake. Alright, I know, I'm gonna get shot for this. Alright. Alright, look guys, listen. I know that some of you love Final Fantasy. Yeah, this is just gonna be it. Now I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry guys, I know you like this game, but I have a different opinion on this. It's just gonna be for the bottom 3. Just gonna be for the bottom 3. I know, like, some people probably expected Final Fantasy VII to be, like, top 3, but, like, honestly, for me, like, the combat is fun, the story is great, but, like, there's just one gripe I have with it. It's the same thing. That's right. Around 23 years ago, I think it was, 23, hold on, let me just... Yep, 23, alright, so... Yeah, Final Fantasy VII was made, and it was like this really cool concept. Like, you got Cloud, you got Barret, you got Sephiroth, you got Aerith, you got Chocobo. Yeah, so basically, it's honestly just the same story, but with different gameplay. I know that's, like, that should be pretty cool, Like, I know it's not gonna be, like, exactly the same thing, but for me, it's pretty much just the same story. I'm just playing the same story with a different combat style. I mean, yeah, I did enjoy it a lot, but, like, at times, I just randomly just smash random buttons hoping I win, and that actually helps me a lot throughout battles. I mean, like, except for the Sephiroth fight, that was pretty, eh. Well, honestly, I like the Chocobo fight. That was fun too. Yeah, so basically, yeah, fun gameplay, but same story. Like, honestly, I don't feel like it should be Game of the Year. Cause like, if we're gonna put Final Fantasy VII Remake in here, we might as well put Resident Evil 3. Cause honestly, I love that game. Like, yeah, Nemesis was a little scripted. Like, he lost its charm that the original did. But honestly, like, yeah, I mean, like, it could just replace Animal Crossing for me. Like, I just put Resident Evil 3 instead, because... Alright, we're getting off topic. Basically, different gameplay, but same story. I've played it before. Yeah, I don't think it's Game of the Year worthy, personally. Alright, coming in at number 4, we have The Last of Us 2. Oh my god, please end me. Alright, yep, I know what you're all gonna say. I know how you're all gonna react. Some of you are gonna be shouting from the mountaintops going, woo! Others of you are probably gonna be crawling from the depths, hoping to consume my inner being and just torture me in the worst ways possible. Look, I love The Last of Us 2. That's right, everybody, I said it. I like this game. The gameplay is actually fun. Like, it's basically The Last of Us 1, but improved on some aspects. Like, I like the combat, I honestly just like the gameplay, the overall visuals, the controls, everything just feels so fluid, but there's one gripe I have with it. Like, it's the story, man. Everybody knows this. Like, there's a few story aspects that I feel are complete gems, though. There are some little gems in there. However, there are some story aspects that just ruin the game for me. I mean, like, I know one of them is obviously Joel's death. Because, like, dude, why? Like, I understand that Joel was gonna die eventually, but they don't, like, the way they just killed him off just felt so cheap. I mean, they're like, hey, we're just gonna make you dumber, and we're just gonna let you die to some random lady with a baseball. Wait, not a fucking... Did I just fucking say baseball? No, I meant golf club. I mean fucking golf club. Oh, sorry, golf. Fuck. Alright, so, yeah, it just felt like a cheap death, and I honestly feel like the timing was off too. I mean, like, they just killed him right off at the beginning of the game. Like, I know it's supposed to be some sort of motivation for Ellie to continue, but, like, I wanted to see, like, Ellie matured with, Joel. Like, it was gonna be really good. That's what we loved the first Last of Us for. There was some good moments with Ellie too. Like, I did enjoy Ellie in some story aspects. It was really nice. Like, all those flashbacks of Joel, the guitar. She has a really nice singing voice. Like, the voice actors, the soundtrack, everything. Like, gameplay, controls, visuals. They had everything. It was just the story that was missing. So why do I went back and forth on this and Final Fantasy VII Remake, but, like, it just missed the margin by a hair. Like, I prefer an original story, even if it does have some plot holes in it, over a repeated story. Like, I'm sorry, guys. There are a few other gripes I have with the story, though, like, not just Joel's death. Like, the ending just feels off to me. Like, just, Ellie killed, like, nearly everybody just to get her revenge on Abby. And then finally, she just lets her go. Like, dude, so it was just a hollow trip. We all just did this for nothing. Because, like, even Abby just feels a little off. Like, the voice actor, they put in a hell of a performance. But, like, her backstory just feels iffy to me. I mean, like, why would you just say that a random surgeon that you shot in the last game was just, like, the father of that character? Like, just, like, I kind of wish that Abby had her own backstory, and the ending was a little more, you know, fulfilling. And Joel's death, honestly, I could have felt like it should have been the ending. Like, Joel just goes out like he should have, like a true man, like a true hunter. He would have just been... Honestly, just think of, like, Red Dead Redemption 2's ending. Like, how Arthur Morgan just dies at the very end. Like, that was just a beautiful ending. Like, if we gave Joel something like that, that'd be hella good. But for now, Final Fan... No, what the fuck is wrong with me today? Alright, Last of Us 2 gets number 4 over Life Simulator and 23-year ago Gem. Alright, moving on. I'm gonna shoot myself after this. Alright, so number 3 is gonna be Hades. That's right, ladies and gents, Hades. In case you don't know what Hades is an indie roguelike game, which I actually spent hours upon hours playing. Like, honestly, ever since like indie games have made such a massive impact on mainstream gaming, like, honestly, it just makes me so happy to see games like Hollow Knight, Celeste, Undertale even, like, just have such a huge impact. Like, they don't need to be AAA games to be in Game of the Year. Like, I'm just so happy, like, indie games, like, actually getting a rep. And Hades is no exception. Honestly, if I could, like, go back and remake this list, I'd probably put Hades at number 1 or 2, but, like, yeah, right now, I think that's number 3. Like, who knows? Opinions are fluid. They could change over time. Maybe next time I could probably say Last of Us 2 gets top 3, but, like, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so Hades is honestly a hell of a fun game. Like, I love the combat. I love, like, the fluid animations. I like the art style. The art style is very good. And I like how you have to complete all levels, like, in a row without dying to actually make your way through the game. Because, like, it puts an extra set of challenges on you that test my gaming skill to a maximum. I don't get it. Like, I feel like indie games are just getting better than AAA games. Eventually, like, every company is going to have to start going separate ways and just, like, make their own sort of thing, you know? Okay, this is the game I could not get enough of. Number 2 is Doom Eternal. Alright, so basically, I played Animal Crossing at a friend's house, so I didn't get much of an experience on it, since I'm actually not a Nintendo Switch owner, sad life. Yeah, I've been playing on PlayStation, and oh my god, I love Doom. I fucking love Doom. Like, basically, everywhere I go, I see, like, these first-person shooters that just, like, try to copy the Call of Duty formula. Except for Doom. Doom is just legitimately its own IP. Like, it's just it's, like I said, simple game, but with layers. Like, it's so satisfying. Like, the soundtrack is epic. They do add a bit of story, but like I said, it's a simple story, but, like, I honestly don't know what to say. I'm trying to justify that it's better than Hades, but I don't think I can. I mean, like, they're both in their own league. Like, it's hard to compare, like, two games of different genres against each other, but, like, this is just personal preference, but, like, there's just something about Doom that I can't knock off on. Like, Hades is, like, yeah, sure, like, it's got a difficult challenge and all that, but, like, so is Doom, but, like, you don't repeat the same level. Like, honestly, I'd say that Doom just gets the slight edge only because it makes me feel like a badass. I mean, in Hades, I died too much, so I'm just thinking, oh, I'm scrub. But, like, Doom gives you this full satisfaction of being a badass. Like, I just get so amazed every time I play this. Like, I can't get enough. Doom Eternal, to me, is second best. This would have been number 1 had it not been for a certain game. Alright, guys. Before I get to my favorite video game of 2020, I'm just gonna, like, say a few honorable mentions. Let's put it as that. Just honorable mentions. Alright, so for my first honorable mentions, I'm going to say it's going to be Spider-Man Miles Morales. Alright, I love this game. Honestly, I love it. Marvel's Avengers may be such a fucking flop, but let's be real. Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales is honestly just so goddamn fun. Like, I just love it. It's so fucking cool. Like, they increased what was already an excellent game into, like, this small little... Like, yeah, it's short, but like I said, it's hella fun. It reminds me of Metal Gear Rising, which I fucking love that game. So, yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales, right here, honorable mentions. I also want to say Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 does have a place for me. I just... Like I said before, Resident Evil 3 is honestly just... It's a really cool remake. I love how it somehow keeps the atmosphere, although they do represent more action, but honestly, like, I like how they give you tools to fight back, but it shows that's somewhat, like, kind of useless. But then again, Nemesis sequences do feel like they're kind of scripted, so, but still good enough for me. I personally love it. So, yeah, you stay at, 2020, you stay at, like, honorable mention, so yeah, good for you. There's also one that I enjoy, Ghost Runner, I think it's called. Yeah, so basically, Ghost Runner is this game where it's kind of like Hades, except if you get hit once, you have to start the entire level all over again. Personally, it's really frustrating, but honestly, I feel like it's really good. Like, I feel like that should have been part of the game of the year, but, like, at the same time, I can see why it can get very frustrating at times, so, yeah. It honestly just goes here. But obviously, the best game goes to Virgil May Cry Virgil Edition. Since Virgil May Cry... Alright, assholes. I'm gonna get the elephant out of the room right now, and I'm gonna say, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, my favorite game of 2020 is gonna have to go to Ghost of Tsushima. That's right. I've said it. Ghost of Tsushima, to me, is gonna be Game of the Year. Like, I know that Last of Us 2 is definitely going to win Game of the Year, but let's be real, guys. For me, Ghost of Tsushima is, like, one of the greatest games I've actually ever played. Like, not just of 2020, but, like, of this decade and my entire life. Like, Ghost of Tsushima, like, after Sekiro Shadows Die Twice won Game of the Year last year, I think it was just natural that there was going to be another Samurai smash hit. Like, it's just so fucking cool. Like, the combat is sick as fuck. The gameplay is marvelous. The setting is mwah! And my god, like, I love the story. The story is just so nice. I mean, like, dude. Not to mention, the endings just make it better. Both endings. Like, you can either choose to kill, like, your master or just spare him. And honestly, like, depending on how you see it, one ending can be good or bad. Like, you could either call it the good ending or the bad ending. Like, that's the thing. It's just so fucking awesome. Like, I could not stop playing Ghost of Tsushima. Like, I may not have played it as much as Doom, but, like, Ghost of Tsushima to me is just fucking incredible. Ghost of Tsushima is just, like... like, not just technically, but visually. Visually, technically, gameplay, controls... They just worked so hard on that game, and I congratulate the studio who made Ghost of Tsushima. Congratulations, you guys. You deserve a pat on the back for making this excellent game. Yeah, to me, Ghost of Tsushima is the best game of 2020. A lot of people are going to disagree with that. A lot of people may agree with me. Game of the Year is definitely going to disagree with me. So, yeah, I just want to get those thoughts out into the open. I was supposed to make this, like, ages of fucking ago, like... since last week, but yeah. Alright, so tell me what are your favorite games of 2020. And I hope to see you all next time if you like this video.